To duplication of benefits. Look, I know that many of you have been asking for an update on that, and we were waiting for a few more things. We actually had a hearing with FEMA just, get my day straight, Wednesday, a hearing with FEMA where we talked about this issue. Congressman Mark Meadows and I questioned FEMA on it a good bit. We're going to post that dialogue, but there were some audio problems in the file, so we're trying to figure out if we can get that fixed or not. Here's the deal. As y'all know, we've continued to relay information from HUD, from Office of Management and Budget, from FEMA, from Small Business Administration, and anyone else who offers it. They told us they thought they were going to have the guidance finished by the end of the week. It did not happen, and so, which, look, they've set deadlines for themselves repeatedly, and they've missed every single one of them. The good news is, one, they did have a senior level official meeting where they had representatives from Office of Management, Budget, FEMA, SBA, HUD, and others there trying to work through some of the issues. Apparently the draft guidance, and I'm giving you this second and third hand, the draft guidance that they put together was not, I'm just told, wasn't really appropriate or well thought out, I guess. And again, second and third hand information, I'm just telling you what I'm being told. And so they are working on revising that or updating it to make it more actionable. On Monday, they told me it was going to take several more days. I keep asking for a backstop, and everyone that they've set, they've missed in terms of the deadlines that HUD has set on themselves. Here's the other thing, just to give you an update. As you all know, we worked with some constituents, some duplication of benefits victims, to get this lawsuit filed, and the lawsuit against HUD on the duplication of benefits guidance. Department of Justice just came in this week and asked for a 2-week extension, and so I think what that does, if I remember right, and don't quote me, but I think the deal is that gives them until the middle of June or so to actually comment or come into the court on the legislation. I think it's the middle of June. And what they told the judge in that lawsuit was that they thought that the guidance would be finalized by that time, therefore making the lawsuit moot. The judge did grant that temporary extension, but the reason I bring this up is that I do think it's important that Department of Justice is telling the court that the guidance is going to be issued, they think, in the next few weeks, therefore making the lawsuit moot. That is another perhaps guidance point. I candidly wish the judge wouldn't offer him any extensions and make him come in there and kind of face the crowd and face reality on this stuff. But that's what happened. So I'll say it again. They didn't meet their own deadline for the 12th time or whatever. There was a senior officials meeting this week. I think it was on Tuesday afternoon, where they all sat down and discussed this. We did have a hearing with FEMA on, I think it was Wednesday this week, where Congressman Mark Meadows of North Carolina and I, North Carolina is another affected state, we both grilled FEMA. We're going to post that dialogue up on Facebook, but we're waiting on the video. Again, the audio file was corrupted, and so we're waiting to see if we can get a better audio file on it, and we're going to post that up. And the court, related to the court case on duplication of benefits, the Department of Justice asked for a 2-week extension for the May 30th status conference. So that kicks us somewhere to perhaps the middle of June. They said Department of Justice told the judge that they expect the guidance will be finalized by then. So that's kind of the update on duplication of benefits. I'll say it again. I don't control the timelines. If I were in charge of this, I would have already fired several people. The guidance would have been written months ago. I think they are acting illegally. Every single day I am banging on HUD and White House and OMB and FEMA and everybody else involved in this debacle. The good news is that I continue to believe that you're going to be paid. I do. I wouldn't tell you that if I didn't think it was the case. The money's in the bank. The law's been changed. Everybody agrees the law fixes it. We just have a bunch of bureaucrats that, in my opinion, aren't doing their job and are taking way too long to get this done. So that's the update on duplication of benefits. And again, I'm happy to answer questions y'all may have on that. I'm going to jump to the last one.